Come here. Mommy's gonna be here and have the babies, okay?
The babies are coming out now?
Yes, in just a little bit. Are you happy?
Today we gotta get ready for Halloween.
Okay, I got one baby that understands and one that doesn't. Are you happy to see your sisters?
Yay!
Bella, you gonna be happy to meet your sisters?
Yeah!
Okay, Mom, real quick, do you have anything to say?
I am so excited to meet the new babies, and they have great parents, and we're just excited to meet you guys.
That's just silly.
Let's do this. I'm binge eating right now.
So we are in the labor and delivery room, which I'm not actually going to deliver in because I have to deliver in the OR. I will tell you all about it probably post-delivery, because there's just a whole bunch of scenarios that could happen, but I won't bore y'all with all of them. Today is the day. I went in for my OB appointment feeling like there was a chance, but you never know. And my doctor was like, yeah, you need to go to the hospital to get induced. And then he sent me to the hospital and they were like, probably not. And I was here for like hours and they were all leaning towards no, and like just within like the last 2 hours they made the call. Thank God. I've been here all day. Welcome. You here to take our children?
Yes, I'm here to gather the offspring.
Marco.
America, what were you thinking?
It's really deep.
That's all I gotta say. America knows why.
And would you like to tell them that you're gonna sit in the hospital and wait for hours when you could just go home and come back?
I'm gonna sit in the hospital for hours because it took me several years to get pregnant with this little girl.
Oh my God.
Several years. She was the last of my physically born children. I had to wait for several years to get
World's
pregnant.
tiniest violin.
And now she's having twins, her fourth, with her adorable husband. I'm not going home. I might go home, but we'll see. But I am getting out of the room so her adorable husband doesn't have to grit his teeth.
Alright, I am in bed. I'm on Pitocin. I am contracting. I was contracting before I had Pitocin. And I'm kind of tired, but I'm like not sleepy. I know I look sleepy, but I'm just maybe so anxious. Please stop knocking into me.
Oh, sorry.
That I can't rest. And yeah, so we'll see. I sent my mom home. And they're just gonna keep me on Pitocin until I'm ready for an epidural, and then after that they're probably gonna break my water. But yeah, my nurse is going to get me a fan because I'm just really hot. So that's a little update for you.
I've just been trying to hang in there. I just ate her dinner and my dinner together, and
Working so hard.
yeah, just doing that, just being right here sitting, and yeah, I'm hanging in there, and with your guys' support I might be able to get through this.
So we're hopping on now because we may or may not. Oh, I have to push in the OR. There's no video footage in the OR, so when it's time I basically won't be videoing until after they're here. So this may or may not be the last video before y'all meet the baby. So we'll see you soon. Okay, so it's been probably 2 hours since I've been on here, maybe. I did get an epidural. I just kept having like pelvis pressure and I was freaking out, and contractions were getting stronger, and I have been on a cloud since then, so everything feels lovely. I've not felt this good in over 9 months. And they just checked my cervix and I am still at like a 3, which is more than before, but still pretty chill. So now that I have the epidural, I'm about to get, what is it, catheter? Yeah.
Catheter for your bladder. For your bladder.
I'm about to get my catheter and then take a nap or go to bed, and they're not going to check me for a couple hours. So when I wake up later, I will update y'all. I did get checked and I was at 5 centimeters. Got my epidural adjusted like more because I was really starting to feel them. And I went to sleep for about an hour and I just woke up and I'm definitely feeling them again. Pretty strong with a lot of pressure. I'm really feeling like it's time. So I'm about to call the nurse, but there's definitely stuff happening. So anyway, that's where we're at.
Noah claims last night that there's a Spider-Man in the making with all 3 Spider-Mans. So if somebody could confirm that for me, please. Thank you.
I have no idea. You know how people like just post a ton of stuff on Facebook? You never know what my brother Sam calls fake news. Somebody posted a picture with like all 3 of the Spider-Man the actors, and was like, yeah, this is like in the making. And I was like, but is that for real? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling this. So I think I'm gonna call my mom real quick and let her know and have them check me again. I always get really nervous like when I start to feel it through the epidural, because I'm just like, one, the fact that I have an epidural and I can feel it like the way I'm feeling it now, how strong is this contraction? And 2, am I about to like actually feel it? Because I don't want to feel it. Like, give me the juice. So
going on a day without hygiening right now, so my breath really smells and I don't have a deodorant stick here for us, so
you should ask him about his hygiene, our first kid.
oh, that was terrible. I was not prepared. We were in the hospital for a few days, and for those few days, like nothing. So if you can imagine the amount of poor nurses had to work around me.
Oh my god, I'm tooting.
Oh.
I gotta take this off. I don't want them to know I'm tooting. Shit, do y'all want to know? I'm tooting. And uncontrollably.
Well, last time you were
Last time, that's what I said.
My head popping out.
And
so
I feel.
I'm gonna push the button.
Alright. So yeah. Alright, y'all. I'm really feeling it right now. Really bad. They do nurse. They're just raising their sugar right now.
Well, you're filming, so I guess you're doing okay.
I pushed Gabriella. And I had to have a C-section with Daniela.
Oh, you did.
I was crying.
You were crying.
Yeah.
Oh.
I woke up and I said, it's time. Tony checked me. And they checked me and they said it's time. I knew it.
I had to have a C-section.
Yeah.
No,
She's Daniela.
Daniela.
So I look terrible, but I just had babies maybe an hour or something ago. And now the grandparents are going to say hi to the babies or to the world.
Okay. Oh, Father, we thank you that things have gone so well in these 2 wonderful in your hands, and now they're in Papa's hands, and Daddy's got them covered, and they're so calm and peaceful right now. That's the way it should be. Oh, Father, I just thank you for that. I ask that you watch over them as you have for all our family and their parents. Lord, bless them. They have a great future. Lord, let them not be, let them be friendly to their parents. Father, I ask for a peace about them, energy but peaceful. And Lord, I thank you that they are here and everything is safe, that they're healthy. And this is just a great moment in Jesus' name.
Alright, so we're continuing the vlog. For us, it is the next day. So it's Saturday. We had the babies yesterday morning. No.
Yeah, yesterday morning.
But it's Sunday.
Yeah.
We had the babies yesterday morning, so Saturday morning. I don't remember the last thing I said, but I think I was going in and I was letting you know, like, that there were a lot of different possibilities of delivery, and I just will we'll just see what happens and then I'll tell you. So I'll tell you basically in a nutshell what happened, and then he can give you more details because I was totally out of it. So we went in, I had to deliver in the OR, and baby A was down, so I was going to be able to deliver her vaginally. Baby B was transverse across, and so if she didn't move on her own, they would have to physically go in and assist her to turn head down, and that way I could deliver her vaginally. Well, basically I woke up yesterday morning and I was like, it's time, right?
Yeah, that's all she said was like, I'm feeling a lot of pain, I feel like it's time. And they came in, checked her cervix, and said she was fully the way there, and it was time.
Yeah, it was like, I was feeling all the pain, as well as like a whole bunch of other things. I was just like, yeah. So they quickly brought me to the OR. Even with the epidural like at full blast with like extra additional little, yeah, I was
little
still
supplement. She still felt
yeah,
a good amount.
So I pushed out A, who is Gabriella, and then she's not crying, she's like slightly fussing. Do you want to get her?
Yeah.
We'll introduce y'all to Gabriella while we do this vlog. She's not hungry necessarily. I mean, I've been feeding her like a lot. And she's gotten lots of cuddles, but she hears me. That's the funny thing.
Your first words might end up being, hello, Rocha Family. Say hello. Oh, she's looking at the camera. Oh, that's some good eyes open.
So, I pushed her out, and then baby B did not flip by herself, so from the outside and the inside they were fully trying to move her. She wouldn't. Well, she started to move, and she was, I guess they told me like she was coming shoulder down, but my cervix was closing like pretty quickly, so they had to immediately make the call to give me a C-section. Already it was like a lot because the operating room was full of people. Like each baby had a full team, plus there was an anesthesiologist, a radiologist, and it was a whole thing. So I was already like kind of disgruntled, and it hurt a lot when I was like pushing, and then they said we needed to have a C-section, and then I started crying, right?
Yeah, she got real emotional, but it was like she was halfway on drugs, so it was a really drugged up emotional. It was, yeah,
okay, I was on drugs, so you tell them.
She was doing good. Her words weren't really coherent, but I could still make them out. So when she realized they were doing the C-section, she started to cry, but I couldn't really make out your words. I could just tell that you really didn't want to do it.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I do remember like when it was happening, like kept saying we're so safe, right?
yeah, it's very similar to like when drunk people get emotional. Like you're just calming them down.
I remember just like talking to the ceiling, and they would call Robbie over to look at the baby, hold the baby.
Yeah, they the first two times. Oh, excuse you. First two times. Oh yeah, for you soon to be first time fathers, one of the golden rules is when in doubt, pinky out. And
we just ran out of battery. But basically, yeah. So I said I had to have the C-section, and I was freaking out, but I was also super drugged up on morphine. But it was crazy because like I just had the vaginal delivery, which was actually really painful.
Yeah, she even though, because the last two deliveries she did with the epidural, I mean she barely felt anything pushing out, but for some reason this time pushing out Gabriella, she was in some pretty monster pain from what it seemed.
Yeah, and then they had like just fully had their hand inside.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then we had them. We came back to the room. My mom and stepdad came to visit. They were actually here, and they were in the waiting room. And then we spent a little time with them, and then basically later, like actually today, this morning, a nurse came in and told me like more about what happened in the operating room since I was out of it. Yesterday I was like super out of it, right? Like I kept falling asleep when everyone was talking to me.
Yeah, she was still coming down from the drugs. She hadn't slept from delivery, so I mean, she was just...
We just like changed rooms. We changed from like the pre-room to like the postpartum room, and I was like just crying on the way. I don't even know what's happening. So I was super like out of it.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of doctors and nurses come in and talk to me and be like, so I was trying to talk to you the other day, but you were falling asleep and you were obviously really tired, so... So, yeah. So, I am super trying to recover from a vaginal and a C-section, which is super painful. I am breastfeeding both babies. Daniela, who you haven't met yet, is sometimes having a challenging time to latch. Because they're 36 weeks, they have to super get their blood sugar tested like all the time. We've had to supplement with a little formula right after so they can pass the test and go home. They did not have any NICU time. They've been in the room.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. And they're closed.
So yeah, we fed them, or I'm feeding them, I'm breastfeeding them. I don't know, there's a lot that's happened. Just fortunately it's our third and fourth kid, so people come in and find that out and they're like, they spend less time in the room, they're not as like dramatic, but still there's a lot of people in and out, doctors and nurses and lab and blah blah blah. And so we've been really busy between just like taking care of them to everyone that's been in the room. So
Also, I went to go get a pizza yesterday, and I just got a regular sized pizza. But when I got there, they told me they accidentally gave my order to somebody else, so I could have their order instead and be charged the price of whatever I was gonna buy. And they end up giving me that mammoth in the corner over there. I know it doesn't look like much probably, but that's a really huge box. It's one of those giant, and apparently it's the biggest pizza in Seattle.
a lot has happened, so I'm sure I'll remember more details to give you like more information as time goes on, but just it's been crazy. I mean, we've been go go go. So yep, that is Gabriella, and I will introduce you to Daniela. And I think that that'll be it for this vlog. If you haven't already, follow us on, phone's just like blowing up. If you haven't already, follow us on Instagram, and you'll get to see like lots of pictures. I just took a ton of pictures that I'm about to edit now, and so we'll just keep posting on there. But that is Noel J. Rocha. I'm in so much pain. I'm trying to get up to show you Daniela. So for this labor and delivery video, that's it for today. If you have any questions or you want to know more, comment down below. I'm happy to share more. Obviously there's a lot more that's happened, but it's just been crazy. Like, have twins, be in the hospital, you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, there's no dull moment. So I'm happy to share any moment that you're interested in. Till next time, Rocha family, we'll see you. Bye.